right, welcome back. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And this is There's Something Wrong with the Elizabeths. So we just finished the second showing of Showgirls. I'm frightened to say that I'm starting to like it.
I'm liking it more and more. There's a lot of like planting and payoff and like things that actually make sense if you're listening. Yeah. You gotta listen with your ears.
You gotta really pay attention.
Stop just staring at the tits, guys. Like
the nipples are distracting. But there's like a lot of like callbacks and a lot of things going on in the background. Like we noticed some, well, we'll talk about it later probably, but like there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of things that you think happen inexplicably, but you're hearing background characters kind of be like, oh, hey, I want to talk to you about this thing. Or like, oh, this, you know.
Or if you pay attention to their like, meet me here at this place. Then
yeah,
the next scene
I'm
where you're like, why are they there?
Here, and then there they are in the meter, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's a good movie.
A little bit. So one of the things that they reference in the movie is they're talking about eating brown rice and vegetables, which is actually going to be our lunch today. Mm-hmm. Brown rice and vegetables, Showgirls.
Because it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's fine.
And they say it's worse than eating dog food.
Well, it is, folks.
Yep.
All right, so let's try yours
Okay,
first.
so this is my dog food from my dogs at home. Hi, if you're watching. It says Blue Buffalo, large breed. I believe it's chicken and brown rice.
Oh, okay.
Would you like one of the little bits or the triangle bits?
I'll try one of both.
Okay, all right, a little bit and a triangle bit.
The brown bits are a little different.
I don't know. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so this is like a little brown bit.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same.
And it tastes like burnt chicken.
Yeah. It tastes like burnt chicken and cardboard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now a triangle.
Yeah.
Triangle bit.
I liked that less. I need some water.
Really? I like that one more. I think that was maybe the vegetable part. All right, and what is your dog food?
Purina One Smart Blend. For large breeds, it's lamb and rice.
Oh, okay.
I know. My dog has an allergy to chicken, so here we go. It's a little triangle.
It's just triangles?
It's just triangles.
Wow. So, Blue Buffalo a little fancier.
Oh, definitely. You're definitely fancier with your dog than I am. It's not that bad.
That's pretty good. Okay. Better than mine.
Yeah.
It's got a little more moisture.
I feel like the little bit on yours tasted really meaty. And the second one didn't as much for me. I feel like this is kind of it's a little meaty, a little not as meaty.
Okay. Well, we also have, to cleanse the palate, puppy chow. Which is
Gina Gershon used to love
puppy chow. Doggy chow.
Oh, that's what it is. Doggy chow.
This is Chex Mix with peanut butter and chocolate, so significantly better. So, you want some? Cleanse the palate?
Yeah, I do.
So, Lizzie, I wanted to ask you, what is the genre of this movie?
Excellent question. Excellent question. I think even if you were to Google search this movie, you would not ever fully know, because I think it sometimes shows up as a drama, sometimes shows up as a comedy. I have written down here in my notes, so it's interesting you asked that question. What I wrote down was love story with Nomi and every character.
Everyone falls in love with her.
And she falls in love, I feel, with pretty much everyone. She is clearly, and she's definitely going to end up and be in a relationship with the guy that she's hitchhiking with. Like, they're definitely going to be together.
The whole thing is a meet cute
yes,
for them.
The whole thing. She and Molly love each other. That's stated several times. I love you at like dramatic times.
She has a picture of Molly and her like together laughing on her dressing room mirror thing.
Yeah, whatever you call it, at her station. Yeah, I mean that's love. I kind of feel some sexual tension with that like producer guy, the one that she throws the ice at him.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of like something there.
And her boss at the strip club?
Yeah, he's
the crest, and she just looks like,
you did good, kid. And she's like about to cry. She's like, Thanks, Al.
And she hated him and quit and like ran out and
blame her.
Yeah.
There's also the woman that has like her tits come out, and she's like funny, and Nomi is the only one that can get her tits to come out just right. I mean, that's really romantic. Of course, with Crystal, there's the love interest, and of course with Zach, Kyle MacLachlan's character. I mean, and
you forgot James, the choreographer.
And of course, how could I forget James, the choreographer?
Who they meet and have a burger and no sex, but then she's really upset that he sleeps with this other girl.
Yeah, it's like this huge betrayal.
Yeah.
That he decides to go with another. Oh, and she can dance, right? Like, yeah, she can dance. We saw her in the other scenes. She's a nice girl. You said you weren't into me, so I went with her. I don't understand, Nomi. Anyways, yeah, I think it's a romance where everyone is in love with the same character and she's in love with everyone else. So it's a romance for me.
Very nice. So what was your spotlight?
My spotlight this time was definitely Gina Gershon's acting. She sells every line so well. Like, she's not overacting it. It's like she's kind of subtle and good. She's like evil and like she's got this like evil looks, and she says, there's a one point where she says a line, she goes, Crystal Connors used to have dingy brown hair and tiny titty tits. Teeny tiny tits.
Teeny tiny tits.
And like, she still does. Like, she's looking at her. You got brown hair, and I've seen your tits. They're really small.
They're
like,
very nice.
They're nice. I'm not saying
but they're not like. And she talks about how they're fake.
That.
She's like, with a good surgeon, those are clearly natural tits. They're not
breasts.
Huge.
They
they're not fake.
Before they cast her, clearly. And they just didn't bother to rewrite. Like, she should have been like dirty blonde hair. Like, you know, it wasn't rich.
Or like a giant nose or something. But like, and like cellulite or, you know, something where she had to get, I mean, but like dirty brown hair and tiny titty tits. I don't know why I'm adding an extra titty. I will say, cellulite though. You can see several women's cellulite, and I love that this was before CGI could just go in and erase that, because like I have cellulite, and I grew up watching wonderful movies like Showgirls, you know, maybe I would feel better about myself.
What was your spotlight?
Oh, it's a lot more basic than that. Glitter.
God,
there's so much glitter.
It's so
they have like, there's this scene where she has her hair up. And she has these stripes of glitter, perfect stripes of glitter, and she's wearing this bodysuit that looks like, I mean, it's very skin colored, and it just looks like she has been bathed in glitter.
Her eyes.
Oh yeah, and it's just so much glitter.
So
like,
good.
I wish there was an opportunity in my life to wear that much glitter at all. And we briefly talked about having a Showgirls themed party. Mostly so that we could with such glitter.
Like, just cover ourselves in glue and then stroll around in like glitter and macaroni. Just
I made a glitter beard once.
Nice.
I painted a beard on my face and then I covered it in glitter. It felt right.